Actually, this one I got for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. What I love about this is you're going to read the cast list. Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michelle Pfeiffer, Michael Douglas, Jonathan Majors, and Bill Murray. I wonder what name they left out.
Just famous closed.
What happened? Oh, look. It's cursed. I wonder what name they left out. Left out a pretty critical name, actually. Alright, so, long story short, I think this is just going to be a DVD rip. Oh, wow! Wow, Chris Pratt, Jurassic Journals. Wow, special features for Jurassic World on Ant-Man 3? What a miracle! Down here are the credits for, Everest.
Call Everest now.
1-800-733-2609.
Everest. For life.
Oh wow, Warner Brothers. This movie or program content contained on the optical disc is copywritten material. Wow. Wow, so the bootleggers really are clever with this, putting this FBI warning screen before it. Well, this is kind of like when I had those other bootlegs. But let's just look at the scene selection, how that looks. Yeah, there's nothing really crazy about this scene selection. Let's go to the setup. That's what the setup looks like. Spanish subtitles, but no English subtitles. But let's see. Oh, look! You can't even go to special features. You can't go to specials. So we'll never know what specials has. I mean, we'll just have to use our imagination, I guess. I wonder what specials has on it. Too bad. But we got Ant-Man. We got Ant-Man. Just what you wanted, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so we have full screen edition Wall-E on bootleg. The latest unstoppable hero, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, definitely, indeed. The latest unstoppable hero, Wall-E himself. There we go. But yes, Wall-E on bootleg. Now this one obviously can't be blank. If it's blank, then I think I really need to talk to an exorcist or something. Yes, the latest Unstoppable Hero once again. Oh wow, and 2-disc collector's edition exclusive bonus features with full screen family viewing presentation. Oh wow, all these special features from The Incredibles. Wow. Wow. This isn't The Incredibles.
VHS, DVD, VHS, Red Dragon. Another round boss. Yes, this is problems.
But the biggest crippling factor of this is that the audio is out of sync, and that can definitely drive a person insane, especially if you're like me and you just really hate that. You know, at first I thought it was one of those things where I was like, okay, well maybe the player has some kind of delay, but no, it is just that this presentation of Wall-E just has the audio delayed out, and that's really disappointing. But you know, I'd rather take this than have a non-existent bootleg of Wall-E that's blank. I'd rather take that. I'd rather take this more than that. You know, but even stuff like this here, like, you know, as he's watching the film Hello Dolly and showing it to Eve, you don't even see what it is. I mean, you can definitely hear it, but you cannot see those visuals of Hello Dolly, so you don't know what it is, really. It's like a fading memory, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, imagine, like I said, this is the only version of this film available out there. is this bootleg DVD, like years down the line.
No.
I will say, I'm actually really disappointed that this bootleg does not have the credits at the end of it. And that's how it ends, just the guy ruffling at the end. It's like, yay. And there's the menu, which I actually didn't realize that there was a menu on this bootleg. There it is. Vizzo software. Wally. And you click it, and there you go. See the animation. Yep, that's the best it has. No chapter selections or nothing. The basic fundamentals of a basic bootleg DVD, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
But let's go on to our next bootleg DVD, shall we? So next we have Iron Man on bootleg DVD, which I actually had another bootleg of this actually. Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Iron Man on bootleg DVD.
Oh.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to be some kind of like DVD rip. The only thing I see here is that they listed it R right here, even though the movie is obviously PG-13. There's the disc right there. But this Clock of Armageddon, I think, is like really fucking cool. I'm so happy I found one of these. I got it for like $1, and that's pretty awesome. I have to replace the battery. For some reason, the buttons don't work on it, but you know, which I'm a little disappointed by. But that doesn't matter. I'm taking a while to load in this thing, actually. Don't know what that's about. But I got gloves for my new glove action figure, Aquafina. I mean, that's crazy that there's an action figure of Aquafina. I mean, I think that's like one of the greatest things in the entire world is an action figure of Aquafina, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I didn't even know. I wish I had known that earlier. There we go. It took a while to load this bootleg. Wow, from JRC. Yeah, thank you, JRC, for this bootleg of Iron Man. Let's go to the Spanish option. Let's see, is this going to take forever to load, too?
Some of my favorite shows.
Oh, what's with that purple mist? Oh, wow, did you hear that cough? Wow.
Neck vision.
Hear that cough, ladies and gentlemen?
That we used in the effects side.
Yep. Your newborn baby's first movie is Iron Man, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love the strobing effect. I'm sorry for all you epileptic people out there. Okay, so in regards to this bootleg, one of the really amazing things about it is that this bootleg suffers from a really bad, like, video. It's probably one of the worst looking bootlegs I think I've ever seen. I don't know what camera they used to shoot this, but I can't even tell what's going on. You just have to use your imagination, I guess. I mean, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like, I really don't know what I'm looking at with this bootleg. And it keeps changing the contrast, too. Like, let me show you. Let me turn the lights off, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you guys a great visualization of how terrible this bootleg is. I mean, and maybe you can't tell from the way that I'm shooting it, but it's just so dark. Like, okay, I see something. I don't even know what it is. It's like part of his suit. There we go. But I still can't really make out anything. And I see them shooting. Yep. What did you really expect, ladies and gentlemen?
Visions of faith. Look at that again. It's an amateur. It's the same image, forward and backward. Now that's common for a symbol like a yin and yang. There's lots of that. That's a word. There are no suspicions. Yes. What do you want from me? These criminals who sent this.
Pretty sure I get a lot of comments about this one. Oh, do you have a bootleg of Megamind, Trevin Reed? And it's like, well, now I finally have one, ladies and gentlemen. It only took me like how long? Let's see, the back here is all in Espanol. Ladies and gentlemen. Wow, hands are in the way. Wow, there's people staring at the camera. Look at this. Look at all this commotion. That wasn't in Megamind. What is all this? This is like some director's cut of Megamind I got where somebody's in front of the camera just waving. It's kind of scary, actually. I mean, who's holding the camera? Who took the camera in? I mean, this person's literally staring in the camera. I wonder if they can keep this up. But this bootleg of Megamind is in Spanish, ladies and gentlemen. And there's also, well, there's Spanish subtitles, which is weird. You can't turn them off. Oh, wow, laughter. Gotta love it. Some audience reaction. Gotta love it. Yep. That person.
He was holding on to the curtain. Yanked the whole shit.
It's really abrasive too.
Exactly, you define it.
They must have saw this movie and never seen it.
I just did, lady.
Got out of their bed just to see Megamind.
Hello, man. You been good in here?
Yes, Mr. Brown.
All right, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I know you've been good now. Merry Christmas.
Spanish, man.
Thanks for
I had a big breakfast.
They got sick. They had to stay at home and shit. You fucking have to go to work. Yeah. I just see Megamind. I love how this one was used in Shark Tank. But about this movie, distinction where it's like somebody's house and they got babies or something. On in the background, fucking when the baby's not even paying attention to it, they just would rather do something else than watch this like a Megamind because it looks like shit. Okay, well, besides it looking like shit, I guess, you know, it's pretty shit. It's also in Spanish. They don't care. They're not gonna know what this is. And don't you love Megamind bass boosting? I mean, it's ear rape on this bootleg DVD, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty cool.
And then some.
But you know what? I'm an adult, ladies and gentlemen, so I can cuss as much as I want. I apologize for my vanity. Audio. Also, RevLab.com. But we also have Puss in Boots, which is not to be confused with The Last Witch, because, like I said, everybody who references this movie always references Last Wish instead. Because sometimes in marketing materials or whatever, like press materials, they'll always be like, oh, from the director of Puss in Boots, and no, they're talking about this movie, the movie that nobody cares about, ladies and gentlemen. Like, nobody remembers this film. I think that's from Shrek 3 or something like that, that shot of Puss in Boots, but I could be wrong. Sorry, my throat's pretty dry right now, ladies and gentlemen. My DVD, gotta love this DVD intro. I'm sorry about that jump scare. Well, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. We finally have a winner here. This bootleg of Puss in Boots actually spouts pretty decent video quality, which is pretty impressive. You know, it's not like the greatest quality in the entire world, but it's actually visually watchable, which is necessary for this bootleg DVD of Puss in Boots. You can actually see and hear the audio, which is good. You know, which is actually really good. You know, because that's what you want with a bootleg DVD like this. You want to actually see and hear it. You know, without too much distortion or the sound being so cackling.
Is it true a cat always lands on its feet?
No! That is just a rumor spread by dogs!
You know? And there's no weird, crazy things in this bootleg so far, so this one is going to get the Trevin Reed pass. So this bootleg of Puss in Boots is actually sourced from a Russian source, which I thought was pretty interesting because it isn't. Regardless what this bootleg turns out to be, it's Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit, which is like my second bootleg of this. And look at this shit right here. That is fucking disgusting right there. That is absolutely fucking nasty. Eel. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on a sec. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There we go. Eel. Alright, now that we got that taken care of, anyways, here's the front cover. Continue menu. So, obviously the poster of the film, except for the occasional when they write the film. Here's what the spine looks like. And it's the same font for Hey Arnold. There's the disc, which is another plain white disc. So many of these are just plain white today, ladies and gentlemen. No effort has been put into the disc art. Beautiful mind. Wow. Pretty amazing, actually. But regardless how crappy or whatever this bootleg may be, I can't break it. Because it's Wallace and Gromit, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a DVD rip of Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I'll take that for what it's worth, ladies and gentlemen. But at least you could go to setup. But it only has English audio and not Espanol audio. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time in my life, I'm going to sit down and watch Cars 2. Turbo. I've never seen this movie. All I know about it is that Ryan Reynolds, I think, voices the main character. Never seen it. And there really is actually nothing at all to say about this bootleg, unfortunately, because I just put it in, and it is a cam rip of the film Turbo. It actually looks pretty good on this portable DVD player. Actually really clean. It doesn't really even look like a cam rip. It looks like they actually had like a decent rip of it. Let me see if I can get it. There we go. Now, I'm just gonna ask you guys out there, is this movie actually worth watching, or is this just one of those, like, is this one of those kind of like mediocre DreamWorks films that isn't worth watching? Just, yeah, if anybody could help me out on that, because I'd actually maybe would give this movie a watch. I just never saw it.
It's like a minefield out here, right? Oh no, I got tetanus.
Okay, and the sound is good, so this bootleg actually is not too bad. And this just has that generic menu that you see on a lot of bootleg DVDs. The chapter menu looks exactly like what you'd expect, which is just kind of whatever. However, this does start off with the Oriental DreamWorks logo in the beginning, as opposed to just starting off with the regular DreamWorks logo. So, English.
And this, that, and the third. He's like, you know, we sisters. And
Alright, so now we have this DVD of Skyline. Or not DVD, bootleg of Skyline. God damn it! I'm telling you, I don't care anymore. You know what? I don't care anymore. I'm resorting back to nihilism from now on, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. I'm going back to nihilism. All right, this is the bagel. This is the bagel, Evelyn. Look, Evelyn. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Look from. Oh no. Hold on. I see the Paramount logo, and you know what that means? Oh my God! Look, Miller Adams. Oh my God, it's Miller Adams. Oh my God, Miller Adams is here. Hey, Mr. Adams. Look. You want to go on a ride, Miller Adams? Hey, look. You want to go on a ride? Hold on. Yay, Miller Adams. Yay. Let's try that again, Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams. There you go. Hold on, Miller Adams. Oh no, Miller Adams, you're gonna scratch this disc up, Miller Adams, and I'm gonna get a bunch of comments about that because I don't take care of my stuff very well. Wait a minute, that's not... Is this Rango? This is Rango! They got the wrong movie again! Wow. Oh wow, you gotta love that. Look at that. Look at this. They're still adjusting the cameras in these logos, ladies and gentlemen. Can't even see the blind wink logo. Can't even see the Nickelodeon movies. They used this on the new SpongeBob movie. I was surprised to see this logo come back in the new SpongeBob movie. But this ain't Skyline. This is Rango. Oh, and it's one of those where it only has like one selection. So in order for you to skip through the rest of the movie, you have to fast forward it. Oh, and it's not even in English, ladies and gentlemen. It's not even in English. It's a bootleg of Rango in Spanish. Espanol. Okay, it's not the fact that the language is wrong, it's the fact that this bootleg actually is kind of crappy. I mean, this is kind of like the Medea Goes to Jail one, where the camera is fixated in one position, and you need the camera to be a little further out away from the screen so you can make out a lot of what's going on in Rango. There's a lot of little visual gags and a lot of things that they try to fit in one frame of films like this. And it doesn't help that the real dryness of the picture quality really underestimates the visuals of Rango. I actually really love the visual style of Rango. So watching it on this bootleg is very underwhelming. Actually, this is one of those movies I tried watching on a bootleg when it came out. I got like 20 minutes in before that thing started buffering. I think it was on that site Mega Video. Remember that before it got taken down? I mean, you can't even see, like, the visuals here. Like, they're so dark. Like, it's so dark. I mean, you don't even know what's going on. This is a pretty bad bootleg, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually really severely disappointed in the visuals of this bootleg DVD, especially for an animated film. It just really underestimates this movie. Oh, what do you know? It doesn't even have the whole movie on it. This video is... Oh no, the Paramount Pictures police is here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a travesty indeed. Oh, but that's okay because I have an MGM. This is an MGM bootleg. I had one earlier, but this is another MGM bootleg for Mike Myers and the Love Guru. You gotta love the tagline. His karma is huge. Yes, just some amazing double entendre on this one. Just totally great. Totally great. Totally great. So great that Mr. Krabs is falling over. That's totally great. Wow, from MGM DVD, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Spidey's Web. And I'm going to be having just as much fun as that kid's having right there on the cover, I guess. Made in Hong Kong. So yes, and I'm going to play this on the Lightning McQueen player. Let's see if it works in here. Since this one has a remote, so let's go in here. I'm going to go in. Let's see if this is just going to work. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, listen to Spider-Man music. Yeah, this is what I think of when I think of Spider-Man. Nothing like some stock music, you know? Forget about, like, you know, that...
Welcome to the Amazing Spider-Man's Interactive Adventures. Press the green button now.
Alright, I pressed the green button.
Welcome to the Amazing Spider-Man's Interactive Adventures. Press the green button now if you'd like to change the language to Spanish. Presiona el botón verde ahora si quieres cambiar a español.
Whoa, thanks for the seizure.
This is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and I've got some really good stuff for you to choose from. Press the red button to see a special interactive comic book featuring me, everybody's favorite wall crawler. Press the green button to play a fun game called Supervillain Showdown. Press the yellow button if you want to see Spidey's Web, where you can learn all sorts of cool facts about your favorite heroes and villains. Or press the blue button for help with your Zeus controller. You can get back to this menu anytime by pressing the home button. Hey kid! Hey kids! This is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and I've got some really good stuff for you.
It doesn't look like we're going to be able to play this one, but we can definitely give everybody a seizure. A Spidey seizure. Your friendly neighborhood Spidey seizure. Ah, forget it. What a waste. What a waste of time and resources. Alright, well, you know what? That's it. That's it for Trevin Reed, alright? No more Trevin Reed anymore. Well, it looks like I'm going to need one of these controllers to review this thing. Well, okay, well, that can't be a problem. I mean, it's got to be easier to find than the PBS Kids multimedia player. You ain't getting none because I got Godsend on bootleg DVD, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is a movie I remember when it first came out back in 2004, and I don't know, it always made an impression on me. Something about the marketing of this movie. And yes, I did pay $3.99 for this, just to show you guys how expensive this stuff can get sometimes. Yep, and you gotta have two PG-13s down there. You know, you just gotta know that's PG-13 here and PG-13 on the end. All right. Predictions. This is a 2004 movie, so I feel like it's going to have that, 2004 style menu where, it's just going to have like that blue menu that we always see all the time. I always call it the Garfield menu. So that's my prediction of this bootleg going in here with Godson. And if that's right, then it's definitely like a theater recorded bootleg. There you go, Feathers. You can sit over here and watch this madness. Yes! Look, I was right. I was right. Okay, I was right. I predicted it flawlessly, ladies and gentlemen. I told you I'm a magician. I need to start buying lottery tickets. I probably guess every single, number. I'd probably be rich at this point. I just don't know why I haven't done that yet. But anyways, we got the Lionsgate Films logo. So far I'm not hearing any audio. That or the audio is really quiet, or there is no audio in this opening scene. Insgate Films. Yes, Insgate Films, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Onsgate Films this time. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but you could hear like some creaking noises in the background. Again, I don't know if that's coming from the movie or that's just the person adjusting the camera, or what that may be. Egg Kinnear. Yeah, I like that actor, Egg Kinnear. Wow, Robert Denis. Yeah, that totally isn't distracting, just having the VCR information, video camera information while you're watching this movie. 71 minutes of film remaining, so you better use that film while you can. But as I'm going through this bootleg, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very quiet bootleg, or at least quiet on this device. Normally a lot of these bootlegs have that very bombastic sound, but a lot of it is because a lot of the audio is built up through a lot of noise. Like you could hear this hiss in the background, so it really makes it hard to hear a lot of the dialogue. I mean, the visuals aren't too bad, but the audio is like really low. I mean, it's almost doable. I mean, after a while, you kind of get used to the, the staticky sound. And that's how it ends, ladies and gentlemen. That bootleg was pretty unremarkable, but I imagine it's only going to get better from here. Alright, next we got Prancer here on bootleg. Yes, Christmas in July. I mean, and this is obviously a bootleg because Prancer wasn't released by 20th Century Fox. I mean, that's just totally deceptive, But anyways, we're going to go ahead and just watch this. Oh wait, hold on. This is a real DVD of Prancer. This isn't a bootleg. I thought it was. I mean, it came in a slim case. Oh well. Well, anyways, we got this other bootleg here of a movie I've never even heard of, but from MGM Distribution Company, this film. I'm just going to call it this film. Directed by Marcus Nispel. Now, that guy, I think, directed that Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Or one of those movies. Yes. In Espanol, why English? I almost want this on a t-shirt. I don't know why. And it's got THX, or at least the bottom says it has THX on it. Yes, it's got THX, as we all know. Classification B13. And it looks like an animated movie from this cover. I don't know what this is, honestly, ladies and gentlemen. I've never heard of this movie. All I know is that MGM Distribution Company had something to do with it, in AeroCorp. And this film looks like it stars or is associated with Matt Schultz. So the dude who played Vince in Fast and the Furious is in this, which is like insane. I mean, I didn't know. I wouldn't know anything about it. I know that dude was in that movie Torque, which is like the most ridiculous movie ever made in like the entire planet. Check the disc, because I'm having some malfunctions with this Lightning McQueen player. It's almost like there's some kind of bug going on, so I might end up having to put this in a different player. Who knows? Alright, so this looks like a DVD rip of a film. Excellence in distribution. Distramax Inc. Excellent in distribution. I know you guys can barely see that. Okay, so we got our selection. I'm going to select English. Let's see. Okay, so Legend of the Nutala, is that what it is? It's got special features. I mean, this probably is like some kind of DVD rip. And it's got a trailer, so, I mean, let's see what that's all about. Oh, the title's in Spanish. Okay, well that whole trailer was in Spanish, so the trailer didn't even help me out. Really. And I don't even know, like, if this is claimed or what is going on here. I really don't know what's going on here. Okay, well that didn't help me. So I guess I better go to the actual movie. Let's see if it starts off with the MGM logo. Or did they just put that on there? So it's got DVD animation, so that's pretty cool. It does have DVD animation. And it does not start off with MGM, so there is no MGM association, as far as I know. At least on this bootleg, there isn't. Alright, so this movie you can actually watch on Tubi TV and Netflix as well. I assume that it also has English subtitles because, as far as I know, there's no English dub of this. I mean, this essentially is just like a DVD rip on a bootleg DVD, so there really isn't much to talk about. So that means, Feathers, we're not going to be watching that one either. Or maybe I'll watch that one during Halloween time. I just don't have the stomach to watch something like this in the middle of summer. But you know what? We'll try something else, ladies and gentlemen. We'll try Lock and Load, Volume 1, hosted by Little SNS. Little SNS. I need to look that person up. Locking in DVD present. Yes, present. Locking in DVD present. Yes. Lock and Load Volume 1, hosted by Little SNS. Wow, no spine either. Oh, look. Donnie Brasco Special Edition right here. Somebody bought that and just stuck it on there. Wow. Wow. Wow, this is another one from Printco. Good old Printco. Printco Budget. They're like some great sponsors here at Trev and Reed. Aren't they? Aren't they? Let's see what this one entitles us. Let's see.
I know you hear what they say in the verse. I feel like D-Cole, let's go! What? Let's go! Let's go! Never ever! Let's go! Come on!
Yeah, this sounds like some music you hear on like a Nickelodeon dance show. You know, like this doesn't really sound like, you know, music I listen to on the radio. It just sounds like some dude screaming. He's just like, what? Over like some instrumental. You know? I mean, like, there we go. Finally, they started rapping. It took them a while to start rapping. How long does this menu last? Well, this menu lasts over like 3 minutes. It's like 3 minutes of this song, this whole song in this menu. And I tried to Shazam this song, so this song is not going to give me a copyright thing. But whoever song this is, I think this song's kind of underwhelming. I'm sorry. Do you like this song, Feathers? You like this song?
Get up! Get
Yeah,
up!
this is a good song. Good song.
Let's go!
Good song. Good music. Yeah.
Get up!
I mean, this really says a lot about the actual, like, DVD of this song. I mean, and the experience that I'm going to have while I have to sit through this DVD, whatever this DVD is. I mean, this is just a menu. This is just a menu.
Never ever!
And there's not much interactivity except to just play on, play all. This song's still going on. Yeah, this just makes me want to get up and dance.
Come on!
Alright, whatever. Let's press play. Oh my gosh.
You already know, man.
Whoa.
It's your boy, Lil SNS. Rock and Roll DVD, baby. This is the first one, volume 1, man. Basically, I seen a lot of niggas. I went through school talent, but I just wanted to see what niggas could really do. So I took it back to like real life beat. Like a lot of niggas that was doing like life beat. So y'all niggas could really do. I took it way back. I did the whole hand claps, but this time I did the little cold clap and then had niggas go wild to it. You already know. And see niggas real skills to that. Volume 2, I'ma throw music on there. You already know. It's gonna be some of the best music because I did them. But you already know, man. Rock and Roll DVD.
You already know. Yes, I already know. I already know. Oh wow, we got some break dancing or street dancing, whatever this is. So this is volume 1. I don't know if volume 2 is even out there. I mean, I've never heard of Little SNS, but I assume that this is all the DVD is. It's 25 minutes of dancing. Yes, this just makes me want to get up and go. You know, I mean, I wonder, like, do you have to buy these DVDs or do they send them in schools and stuff? Like, I don't get it. You know, if you were to sell a DVD like this, you have to leave like your MySpace page and like everything. I mean, I don't know, maybe Little SNS doesn't mess around with MySpace or something like that. But that's the thing, I mean, like, I'm trying to look this character up. I can't find this person online. Little SNS. And then I see like a SoundCloud page, but it doesn't have the in it. So, who is this person? Who is this mystery of a person? You know something about this DVD? I got this DVD for free, alongside the DVD of Barry Levinson's Sleepers for free at a pawn shop. I went up and I took this DVD up there, and the dude was just like, take it, you can have it. You don't even have to pay for it. The dude just gave those DVDs to me for free. I wonder if this dude who works at the pawn shop is like Little SNS. I mean, who is Little SNS? I don't even have this DVD in my possession. Like, why do I have this? Why do I have this? Like, what is the purpose of this? You know, I can sit here and complain about not having next day air on bootleg. But instead I have Lock and Load Volume 1 posted by Little SNS. That's just what I get. Yeah, I mean, look at it this way, right? Like, do you know how on Teletubbies they always have like those segments where they're just showing you like a random like video or whatever it is that has nothing to do with this hopefully will be the last time I ever talk about this thing, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Well, I guess if you just couldn't get enough of my last video, I'm back talking about this thing once again. Yes, once again, we're back talking about this darn DVD player that I've only had for like literally like less than a month, and it's given me so much hell having to deal with this thing. It's just not a fun thing to deal with. I pretty much addressed all that in my last video, just how, you know, annoying it is. Now, one of the things I didn't mention, or I failed to mention in the video, was that this does run off of this does have like a lithium battery in it, but I mostly keep it plugged in because the battery life is just absolutely terrible. Honestly, like, I can't imagine watching this without, you know, or using this device without even utilizing the charger that it comes with. or leaving it charged in, because honestly it just makes it even harder to do things without it, you know. I don't know if you guys could hear the DVD running in the back, but that's a real indication of how wow, look at how stuttery this is. Look at how, like, this literally cannot, like, it's just literally struggling to read this. Wow. Wow, that is sad. That is sad that this thing is struggling to just read this old, like, 2004, 2005 DVD, you know? And it's collected a lot of dust to the screen. It's collected a lot of dust. Now, here's the thing that I did not realize was that this part right here, all you have to do is just swipe. Yes, all you had to do is just swipe. So this does have menu. This does have, you know, subtitles, audio, all that stuff. But all you have to do is just swipe it. Sounds like it's having a heart attack in there. Like, man. Wow. Just totally having a heart attack in there, folks.
Everyone has AIDS. My grandma and my dog are blues. The Pope has got it, so do you. Come on, everybody, we got quilting to do.
You know, this was the first time I ever learned what the term AIDS meant. You know, I remember watching some of this movie, not the whole thing, but this part on TV, and then the next morning I'm like, hey, what's AIDS? And I got in a little bit of trouble for that. But honestly, even just looking at this footage, I'm gonna turn it down. But even looking at the footage here, it still has that stutter problem. Like, it just looks like it just cannot, you know, compute this many frames at once. It's really sad. But yeah, I mean, that was one of the discoveries I made while playing around with this system. It's just like every time you like load anything on this DVD, it just sounds like it's having a heart attack, you know? Like it's about to die on you or something like that, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. I wish I could show you guys more of this, but YouTube is just not that friendly with this kind of stuff.
Also nervös.
Yep, just hitting against the plastic. Isn't that marvelous? But I'm gonna try a CD, because one of the things I failed to try in the last video was I failed to try a CD, and that was something that kind of, you know, mystified me when I was doing this, is that I didn't try a CD of any capacity. So I got this Hanna-Barbera CD with all these sound effects here. See if this actually, I just want to see like what it does, or if it like has any kind of like animation or menu or whatever. Yeah, turn that back on, go back to the DVD thing. It should be loading. I don't know why it's not loading. There we go. Takes a while for everything here. Sounds like a plane's about to take off. You hear how loud that is? Like a jet turbine. So there's nothing special here on this portion, obviously. I mean, here's okay. So this is cool right here. So I got some kind of debug menu. Whoa. Okay, I don't know what I can do here. I guess I just click some of the tracks.
No,
turn the audio up. Because I don't think I'm going to get some kind of copyright for this. I'm trying to turn the audio up.
Yes. It's in this. What's this?